Hi, I'm Nisha Rawal. Subscribe to Siddharth Kannan's YouTube channel now.
Ladies and gentlemen, सालों पहले जब इनका म्यूजिक सॉन्ग इंडिपेंडेंट म्यूजिक निकला था तब इंटरव्यू किया था. उसके बाद we've been friends, we've been meeting at places, we feel for each other. Nisha Rawal, what's up?
Hey, Sid, I'm so excited to be here. I think this is the most excited I am among all the other interviews I've given. And I have told the PR team that this has to be the finale interview for me. I am not saying no to Sid. I'm really looking forward because you've been such an epitome of grace in all your interviews, the way you've been conducting yourself. And I've been seeing you for so many years, Sid, and you're truly an inspiration. Your passion for your craft and the way you've brought this whole, VJing, RJing to another level and in such a dignified way. I want to just give you a huge pat on your back for that.
Oh, and I want to give you a big, big hug, darling. Ye lo ek jhappi. Come on, give me a hug back. You are glowing, all right. And I'm इतना मैं खुश हूँ तुम्हें ऐसे देखकर ग्लो कर रही हो. You're looking like a teenager as well. बहुत gutsy decision हुआ होगा to be away from your लाडला और जाके कंगना के साथ लॉकअप होना, उस शो पे जाना. Must have motherly instincts ने बहुत hurt किया होगा क्या?
When it comes to this question, and you're absolutely bang on. This was the toughest for me. The toughest challenge that will come to me in this show, Lockup, is going to be that I have to stay away from my child. 72 days, 16 celebrities, 0 amenities, and being away from your child, preparing such a small little one who's just 4.5 years old.
Nisha, एक चीज बोलना चाहता हूँ, ऑन रिकॉर्ड बोलना चाहता हूँ कि इफ एनी टाइम जब आप लॉकअप में हैं, घर में हैं, और your son or your family needs me, my wife, to be there, please send me a contact on WhatsApp and I will reach out to them. बीच में हर 5 दिन में एक फोन कॉल तो मैं जरूर कर दूंगा पूछने के लिए सब ठीक है कि ना. I mean that, okay?
I know you absolutely mean it and it touches my heart, and I know that you're a true gem, and I've seen you. There must have not been a lot of time that we're in contact every day, but then at least I know that you feel me, and that's more important. That's the kind of energy that I receive from you every time, and what you just said really means the world to me. I really wish you were in front of me. I would have really literally squeezed you in a hug.
But I will remind you on WhatsApp कि मुझे नंबर भेजो ताकि at least I'll reach out.
Thanks.
Promise you that. मैं तुम्हें इतना खुश देख रहा हूँ. When you went through those months where we were seeing on social media, videos आ रहे थे ये सब, I was pained and I was hurt, and I've never seen you like that in your life. I've seen you with your ex-husband. I've seen you play with your child. I've seen us being in the same play areas and all that. Must have been very, very heartbreaking, na Baba?
Yes, Sid. It totally was, because every girl has her dreams, and at some point, when you feel you have this perfect family and this picture perfect moment, and this energy and aura that you give out to the world, and everybody thinks that, oh, she's got a wonderful life and we want to be like her. What a cute looking family, and look at her house, and everything's just so glossy and nice, right? But then we all have our challenges. It was heartbreaking, definitely, especially for me, because after having like about 21 years behind me in my profession, I've never been the kind of person who's been a part of any controversy. But the only thing is, just like me, or just like any other girl who's a common girl, right, might have her challenges. This happens in a lot of households. But when I speak about it, or when I take a stand, it's easy for people to point fingers, because obviously I'm a public figure. It's easy for me. The only reason why I took a stand and I spoke is because we know that this happens with women. But what about urban women? There are women who are powerful, who are CEOs, who are judges, who are police in the police and in the military. That it happens with them too, but they don't speak because our society conditions us to say that no, power is not has got nothing to do with vulnerabilities. But when you get up and you show your raw side and your vulnerable side in a dignified way, it's okay. We're all humans. We have a journey. We have our ups and downs, and we might not always look picture perfect. It's okay. We have a life, because today I think I have had a considerable amount of healing. I know what I want to talk about, why I want to talk about it. I want to talk only with the purpose of healing. The makers must have approached me because I'm a part of a controversy, or I was a part of a controversy. But one controversy doesn't define Nisha Rawal. I want to tell everybody that one controversy cannot sustain you for 72 days in a prison. And it takes courage to stand up and even, show strength that, yeah, you're ready. And that's what I want to show people. And that's the message that I want to give out.
Give me a fist pump like this. Here's to girl power. Here's to girl power. And I'm
Thanks.
sure you're going to make your son and your family very, very proud. You've got a great body of work. Though half the country has probably had a big crush on you at every given point of time. And it's the truth and nothing but the truth. When you were going through so much, we all, like you said, thought ki yaar, kya zabardast life hai iski. Everything's going great. तुमने बहुत समय बाद क्यों खोला अपनी story? You reached a crescendo and then you opened up. Why didn't you talk earlier, Baba?
See, there are multiple reasons for this, right? पहले हम, it's not like these episodes of abuse, and said I'm only speaking about it so openly because you're a friend, and I know that how what I talk on your platform will be projected in the right way, because
It will
usually
be, I give you my word.
I'm sure. I mean, you don't even have to say. So I feel there are so many kinds of abuse that one person goes through. There's not just physical abuse. Yeah, physical abuse raises eyebrows, ki, oh my God, and then that too with a celebrity, right? But there's emotional abuse, there's mental abuse. When you're in a relationship, initially everything is glossy. So now I'm answering your question of why it took so much time, right? This is how time goes in a relationship. It's all glossy, it's all good, everything is happy. Gradually, some things that are not expected start happening, and then you feel that it's probably a teething issue. You think that nahi shayad main galat samajh rahi hu, ya no, it starts with mental or emotional abuse, right? It doesn't always like start like that. There is a graduation to abuse, I believe. The more you take it, the more it increases. So that is a journey I had to make. I had to understand. So initially I started going through it and I negated the fact. I didn't want to believe in it, right? Then there came a phase where I started trying to work on things, because I said, no, we should work on it. People have problems because you're still understanding, you're young, you're experiencing. It's ing, right? When you've experienced it and you feel that you have enough experience in your life that no, this is the pattern, it can't be taken, there needs to be a stop. You're young. I was really young. Like, I was in that marriage for, I was in that relationship for about 14 years. That's a long time. I was really young, right? In those 14 years, I was making my career. I got married, I had a child, I took sabbaticals, I opened different business ventures. I had so many experiences in life, right? That's also going parallel. Then the last point comes where you start understanding that no, I'm in a wrong relationship. That journey from till the point where I reached and I took a stand, that also takes a lot of time, because it takes courage to stand up and come out and say, no, that's enough. I've had enough. This is not okay. And me saying enough would obviously come in the public eye because I'm a public figure who's saying that's enough. And then people speculate and they have questions. And I have a very big question for you. If my ex husband was not a television star and did not play a role as positive as he has played, it was as loved and appreciated by the audience. The goody two shoes, the person who does everything perfectly, takes care of his family, right? Has a sweet face, has done everything positive. If he was playing a negative role, would everyone's reaction to my accusations, claims, or whatever it is that have come out be the same? No, it would not. It's the public image that a person carries, right? So his public image has been all positive. No way, ये तो ऐसे कर ही नहीं सकता. You know what I'm saying?
जब तुम्हारे साथ ये सब बीत रही थी, ये छोटा बाबा जो है वो कैसे कॉम्प्रिहेंड कर रहा था कि उसके पेरेंट्स के बीच में ये सब हो रहा है? उसको समझ आया है कुछ?
नहीं, उसको कोई चीज कॉम्प्रीहेंड नहीं करनी पड़ी. वो कोई चीज को उसने विटनेस नहीं किया, बिकॉज आई वुड मेक श्योर दैट इवन व्हेन मी एंड माय पार्टनर हैड आर्ग्यूमेंट्स, I would excuse myself if Kavish was in that room. That's a thing that I have mindfully taken care of, because I never wanted the child to be affected. So my mom brought me up single-handedly, and I thought that I was witness to a lot of things that I shouldn't have witnessed, which I still feel that have been my childhood traumas, right? I still have visual memories of those things, and that's the one thing that I don't want my child to have. I would obviously like verbal arguments, yeah, but then when I would feel that this is rising up, I would say, take Kavish to a different room, or I would say, let's go out and talk, maybe we can go in the car and talk, because I don't like it that the child is in the house and then some argument is happening in the other room. There is a kind of a negative energy in the house. So I tried to keep him away from all these things. The only thing that he's experienced is suddenly the father going away, like he doesn't know what happened, right? He was not even 4 when this happened, because this happened last year. He did not really exhibit any signs, but once in a while he would say, I miss, my dad. How do I, like, where is he, right? So then I learned how to deal with it, because it's a first for me too. And I don't have any references. I don't have any advice. I don't know of any other friend who's gone through this, or, you know, gives me an example of how to deal with this with a little child. So I rely on professionals. And then they asked me, how did you address it? Like, what did you say when he asked this question? So I said, he's shooting, he's not coming, I'm missing him too, I don't know how to deal with this. And it's like, because he couldn't talk a lot or express a lot, but then I reached out to him, I embraced him, and I thought of what I would think if I was that young, and I answered his questions, telling him the facts but in a subtle way, only sticking to what happened in the present. I have not told him about any trauma, any negative thing, anything at all. I've just said that, yeah, he's not sent a message, he's never sent a, is never called, which is a fact, right? So what do I tell the child? And then the doctor said this is the correct way to deal with it, because it's a fact, it's the truth. It's not like I lie today and then I have to wake up next day and think, how am I going to cover up for that lie? So I only gave him a partial truth, because that was how much was age appropriate for him. So that's it. And once in a while he does miss him, maybe once in 2 3 weeks he might talk about it, and then I would just answer his questions as to what's happening, and then he's okay, because he gets love, he gets affection, he's taken care of comfortably, and he's a healthy and a happy child. To me, his mental health comes at priority, on priority over everything else you know and he's okay, he's happy, he's strong, he's resilient.
Amazing, amazing. But tell me now, have you chosen this show, Lockup, because you want to go and explain your side of the story? Because during this time when things were not going right, there were a lot of allegations thrown on you as well. Do you feel that's why you've chosen this show to tell people कि ऐसा गलत है और मैं ऐसी नहीं हूँ?
See, there is a judicial system of India which I'm banking on for justice. I have my cases going on. That's a separate story. And no, I have not chosen this platform to explain myself to anyone, because the only people who matter to me are the people who make a difference to my life, who are close to me, who stand by me, who know me, and who believe in me that I would never do anything wrong. So I don't owe an explanation to anyone, but to my child, maybe, of course, because it's a part of his story too, his life too. But regarding me taking up the show is a professional call. And I feel that I've been a part of advertising, television, music videos, Bollywood, and it was only a natural progression for me to go into OTT, and a show like that will create history, because it's season 1, it's made in India, it's conceived by AltBalaji and Mall MX Player. MX Player has 1 billion downloads, it's metaverse, it's moving to another, completely different scenario, where now this time the audience, the content consumers are going to get to be a part of the show. It'll be an immersive experience for them. So these are the points that I considered while taking up this show, because it's a profession, it's professional for me, and yeah, it will give me a platform that if at all I have to talk about it, then I will talk about it the way I want to talk about it, and the way I feel that will be comfortable to me, and I'm only going to state facts.
But tell me, what if ये shows बहुत edgy होती हैं? What if, without you knowing and realizing, your ex-partner comes into the house?
I feel that the makers should definitely get the prerogative to choose who they want to bring on the show, because for them there is a lot at stake, right? They've conceived the show, they are working so hard, putting so much effort, gotten the best of the best people on board, and I think it's up to them. And for me, it's just going to be one more challenge to have someone around who I have a history with, but it doesn't matter, because this show is not based on the story of Nisha Rawal's controversy. Like I said, Nisha Rawal has so much to her, same way the show has so much to it, right? So I'll deal with it. I mean, I'm ready to deal with whatever challenge comes my way.
Are you ready for love in the show as well? You know, reality shows में प्यार यार हो जाता है. Are you ready for love?
थोड़ा सा मुश्किल जरूर होगा, because I still feel that I still have some more healing to go. But like I said, I'm a girl all about love, so you never know.
I'll tell you one thing before I sign out, and I say this, maybe I'm partial because I've known you for so many years. You are going to make your son proud. And one day, when he's old enough to comprehend a lot of things, he's going to tell the whole world that this lady is my mother, and I'm so proud that I was born to her.
Aww.
And you will only receive love. And I'm so happy to see you glowing. And I'm seeing you after such a long time. And maybe I'm getting emotional, but the hand of God is on you. We all love you. And this phase, Nisha Rawal 2.0, is going to be double happiness, double love. और शेर है ना एक छोटा सा
Yes.
हमारे साथ.
Sid, thank you so much for your love. You're so amazing. You're such a wonderful person. And all your energies that you have, that you portray, that everything that comes out of you, right, comes from your soul. And I know that we've not spent a lot of time together, but every time I meet you, I feel that energy, that pure energy exchange, And I absolutely love you and adore you for everything that you've done in life, for the family you've created, the people you've chosen to be with, the profession you've created for yourself. And this was not possible if you were not your true person. I love you so much, and please keep being and bringing this whole platform to a new level and inspiring people that you always do. Thank you so much for having me today, Sid.
Thank you, darling.